Well, hello everybody. It's Eric Songer with you, and this is our weekly recap of what's happening in the Chaska Middle School West Band Department. So glad you could join me on my weekly podcast. And today we're going to recap a crazy week in my history of teaching, and then we're going to talk about the month of February, which has so many cool things coming up. I can't even believe it. And we'll even get into the month of March a little bit too. Like I've said in past podcasts, this is my favorite time of year. We have a lot of cool things going on performance-wise, touring, events, and it's now more than just rehearsing. It's actually going out and doing it, which is what music is all about, getting out in front of people and performing and making people excited to hear us play. So let's get into a quick recap. And first of all, the weather this week was insane, as I'm sure everyone experienced here in Minnesota. And it was a first in my career of having 3 straight days off due to weather, and to have at least 2 of them announced even before we left school the day before the cancellation. So pretty crazy, and I just want to thank everyone for rolling with the punches and for still pulling off an incredible concert this past Friday night, the Rocket concert, despite not having a lot of preparation for it this week. And a huge shout out to our garage bands, Country Bluegrass Band, and our DJs. Another huge shout out to our artists, Maddie and Aiden and Katie, who created artwork during the concert. Huge shout out to all of our tech crew that helped set up, tear down, run sound, lights, and video. You guys were just absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for all of your efforts. And a huge shout out to everyone who baked things and took care of food for our performers and sold baked items and Rocket magazines and bracelets during the Pennies for Patients fundraiser as part of our Rocket concert, and making a great deal of money for Pennies for Patients and childhood cancer. So cool to see so many people supporting a great cause. So just an incredible night. And if you want to check out the concert, maybe you weren't able to make it, you want to watch some of it again, it is now right here on my YouTube channel, Mr. Songer's channel. You can check out all the songs and see how the bands did, and enjoy the concert in the comfort of your own home or wherever you're listening. So 7th year we figured out we've done Rocket, and it's just been a great concert over those 7 years. And again, so proud of the kids. And to do not to get sidetracked, but I will, to do a rock program and country and popular music program has been such a joy over the years, in addition to all the traditional band, jazz band, marching band, honor band things that we do. I think we've been able to involve more students in our program who aren't interested in the traditional stuff. I think we've been able to take students who are in the traditional program and give you more and give you other opportunities to perform in front of people doing different genres, and to hopefully grow in your own musicianship and grow in your own confidence as who you are as a person, and maybe find that this is something that you can do as a hobby or even a career throughout the rest of your life. So, and not to mention, it's just a ton of fun, and it's great. All the social interactions and friendships we build through it is so cool. So congrats to everyone. So proud of you all. And now we move on to the next thing. And so let's talk about what's ahead. So this week, hey, we actually have, God willing, a regular week of school here, the week of February 4th. And we have band lessons, pretty normal. So we'll be pulling students out for band lessons during the week, during band. We'll also have all of our bonus lessons in effect this week. So if you're doing guitar, jazz, piano, bass, drum set, songwriting, improv, technology, 4 mallets, whatever it is you're doing, we'll have those lessons this week. And you can check out the new February lesson calendar on Google Drive, and it's also on our school website, so you can check out when those lessons are. There's also a hard copy on a piece of paper. Imagine that, we use paper still, sitting on the bulletin board in the band room. So you can check that out. We do have one little quirk in the schedule with win times this week, and that is during our win 2, we're going to have our Pennies for Patients kickoff, which was rescheduled for Thursday, February 7th. So we will not have our win 2 ensembles. We will have win 1 and win 3 ensembles. And because of that change, or because we've lost a lot of wind time the last few weeks for one reason or another, and we also have a late start coming up on February 14th. By the way, happy Valentine's Day. Go get those gifts. And so we're going to do all the Win 2 and Win 3 groups. You're going to meet during advisory at some point over the next week or so. So check that schedule. I think I have, let me see if I check here. I'm going to have to pull it up here. Sorry, I wasn't prepared to go through the schedule with all of you, but let me see if I can pull it up here really quick what we're doing. So we're going to meet one time in the next 2 weeks with all the Win 2 and Win 3 groups so that we just get another meeting in, because we have our performances coming up in March and April, and we literally have hardly met since December. So we'd like to meet with you guys. So, all right, I almost got it right here. So this Monday, we're going to meet with the Win group called Just a Bunch of 7th Graders during advisory. On Tuesday during advisory, we're going to meet with the Treble Makers. And then on Thursday during advisory, we're going to meet with Varun 5. So those 3 groups this week, and then just looking ahead to the following week, we're going to meet with some more. Monday, February 11th, Rare But Serious Side Effects during advisory. Tuesday, February 12th, Onse during advisory. And I think that's all I got, because I met with Socio Fifthlets this week. So anyway, check your lesson schedule, and just if you can make sure you remember that, I'll remind you too during band that we need that win time. So another thing too, permission slips. We have a lot of trips coming up and events, and some of you will be getting permission slips this week for a variety of things. Some of you already have permission slips for things. The things that are already out there for permission slips that need to be turned in is the 6th grade band tour and the country garage band tour, and then the 8th grade band trip in May. So I need to get those permission slips from you for all 3 of those things if you are involved in one of those things. So more on those events here in just a little bit. So February events. So again, we just started the month with Rocket, and now next weekend we have another just awesome event called the District 112 Jazz Festival. It is on Saturday, February 9th, and here's how it works. All of our CMSW jazz ensembles, including the rhythm section, will be performing and getting a clinic during the day at Chanhassen High School. And the schedule looks like this. So rhythm section, 8th grade rhythm section, will meet at Chanhassen High School at 9:45 a.m. for a warm-up. And then at 10:30, we will go into the auditorium and perform and get a clinic. And this is open to the public. All these morning and afternoon performances open to the public. They're free. And you can come on in and watch. Usually there's not a lot of people in there. It's just some parents and family of the performers. So you can get a really good seat and enjoy our performance. Sometimes our songs aren't completely polished for this. We're looking for help from our clinician to make us sound better. But still, it's fun to watch the bands in the learning process. So rhythm section at 10:30, and then at 11:15, the rhythm section is free to go, although most of you are in the jazz ensemble. So at 11:15, the 8th grade jazz band will warm up. And then at 12 noon, the 8th grade jazz ensemble will go into the auditorium for their performance/clinic. At 12:30, the 7th grade jazz band will arrive, and then at 1:15, Jazz 7 will have their performance and clinic in the auditorium. And then at 2:45, the 6th grade jazz band will warm up, and then at 3:30, the 6th grade jazz band will have their performance/clinic. All the bands, except for the 6th grade band, are free to go after their 45-minute performance clinic. But all the bands need to be back to Chanhassen High School at 4:30 in the auditorium for a performance by our guest artist, the one and only Grace Kelly. She is a saxophone player, and she is amazing. You should check her out on YouTube. Just check or type in Grace Kelly saxophone, and you will be blown away. She is just an incredible musician and incredible stage presence, and she's going to be a ton of fun to have work with our kids and play for our students. So that's at 4:30, little mini concert in the auditorium at Chan High School. And then 5 o'clock, we stay in the auditorium and we have a walkthrough of our evening concert, which will take us to about 6, at which time we will have pizza for everybody. And all jazz band students should give Ms. Idell or me $5 to pay for pizza and sides and a beverage for that time that we'll have in the Commons area at Chan High School. And then at 6:45, we will do our performance by the 8th grade rhythm section as the pre-concert for the Chanhassen High School District 112 Jazz Festival finale concert. So 6:45, and then 7 p.m. starts the main concert with all three of our jazz bands performing. All the jazz bands from Pioneer Ridge, Middle School East, Chan High School, and Chaska High School will perform. And then there'll be an adult big band consisting of members of the Just Friends big band and then some of the music faculty, including Ms. Idell and myself. And we will perform about 4 or 5 songs with the guest artist Grace Kelly. And the whole concert concludes with a performance of 1 o'clock jump where all the jazz band students come up on stage. Anyone who wants to can take a solo, and the concert will go till about usually around 9:15ish is when that concert will go to. So we are so excited for this concert. It's going to be an amazing concert, and the whole festival is just a blast. You can get tickets, by the way, for the evening concert. The evening concert does cost money for $10 for adults, $7 for students, and you can do that, just get them right at the door, or you can go online to district112.booktix, and I'm questioning myself on that link. I'm going to look that one up too. So the cool thing is if you go online, first of all, you can secure your tickets and make sure you get a seat, but also you can get a $1 discount, and let me see if I can find that really quick here for you all. The code for getting the discount when you go to the website is school band, all one word, all lowercase. So that's how you can get that. And I think I'm almost there. I'm hoping we're almost there. Maybe not. I want to say it's district112.booktix.org. I have another place I can look here really quick. Let me check it out. I'm not going to get there very quick. Well, it's on the website. It's on the CMSW Band website, so, and hopefully I got it right. All right, I'm going to move on because we have some other things to cover here, but that's the one I wanted to spend the most time on. By the way, the attire for the jazz bands from West are dark pants, preferably black, and a solid colored shirt. Try to find a shirt that's just one color, no writing on it, no prints, no designs, just a solid colored shirt, or the closest thing you have to that. It can be any color, red through purple, white, black, whatever, but try to go solid color. And so that's the attire for the day. All right, I'm going to move on. The next thing after the Jazz Fest is our Country Bluegrass Band Tour, and that will be taking place on Wednesday, February 13th. And again, permission slips need to be turned in for that to either me or Mr. Potter or Mr. Prescott at East or Pioneer Ridge. And if you need a permission slip, I have extra copies in the band room that I can get you as well. So the Country Garage Band Tour, we are going to meet for West and East students over at Chaska Middle School West at 9:30. So that'll be about halfway through your first hour block. It'll be an odd block day that day. So we'll meet over at the bus loop about 9:30. And again, attire for this tour is just to dress up like a rock star, a country star. Just make sure you're appropriate about it. And so we'll meet at 9:30, and we'll get on the bus, and then we will go over to Pioneer Ridge and get to Pioneer Ridge a little bit before 10, so right near the end of first hour block, Pioneer Ridge, and we'll meet you in the bus loop. And then we will head on over to Carver Elementary School for our first performance that day, where we'll perform on their stage that they have in their cafeteria. And we'll have each of the 3 garage bands and the country band each perform. And when you're not performing, you'll get to sit in the cafeteria and watch each other play, and also get a chance to eat lunch. And you can eat lunch at Carver Elementary and use your lunch account to get lunch. You're also more than willing, or more than extended invitation to bring your own lunch. And you can also sign up to get a lunch from your middle school and get it and bring it with you if you'd rather do that. So you actually have 3 options for lunch that day. And even at Carver Elementary, we can actually sit with the kids and sit at their tables. So that'll be really fun. So we'll perform at Carver. We'll probably go from about 10:50 or 11 o'clock till about noon. And then we will pack up and we will head on down to Gustavus Adolphus College in St. Peter, about an hour from here. And we are going to perform for some music education majors and some other music students at Gustavus who would like to hear what our rock and country band is all about. And so we will perform at 2:30 p.m. I don't know the exact room yet, but we'll be down in their music building at Gustavus Adolphus, and we'll play until about 3:30, and we'll also answer some questions about our program. Following that, we will pack on up and head on over to Burnsville Center or Burnsville Mall, and we will have dinner and hang out. That'll be around 5 o'clock that we'll get there, and we'll have from about 5 till 6. And then we will go over about a 10-minute drive over to the Garage, which is a venue in Burnsville that I like to say is like a mini First Ave, where they have a really cool room to play in, great lights and sound system. So we'll be performing in there starting at 7, and the middle school bands will go till probably about 8:15, and then our high school garage and country bands will perform after that, and so we'll get a chance to watch them. And then we'll get done there around 9:15 and head on back to CMS West at 10 p.m. and you'll need to have a ride waiting for you at 10 o'clock at Chaska Middle School West. We are not stopping at East and Pioneer Ridge, so make sure you have a ride at that point. So that again is on Wednesday, February 13th. Okay, the rest of these things I'm going to fly through a little bit, and I'll go into more detail on them as we get closer to those dates on the weekly podcast. So after the Garage Band Country Band Tour, we have All-State Jazz, and our 7th grade, one of our 7th grade percussionists, Gordy Moline, is performing in that, and that will be at 10:30 in the morning on Friday, February 15th at the Minneapolis Convention Center. So congratulations to Gordy. We have our 6th grade band tour on Friday, February 22nd. We're going to Bluff Creek, La Academia, and Clover Ridge and out for lunch at Chaska Commons. And we'll be gone all day, except we'll be back for 7th hour for the 6th graders. So get your permission slips in for that, 6th graders. All 6th grade band members are going on that trip. And then our regional honor band run through MBDA, which will be taking place on Saturday, February 23rd at Mankato West High School. Will feature some more of our outstanding students, and I'll list them off here, just first names for you. Sabrina on French horn, 7th grader, and then the rest of these are 8th graders performing that day. Jennifer on flute, Anna on oboe, Max on bassoon, Audrey on clarinet, Hope on clarinet, and Abby on bass clarinet. So looking forward to that on February 23rd. A week later, on Saturday, March 2nd, we have the Tri-State Honor Band, and that will be in Decorah, Iowa, at Decorah High School. And I'll list off the people taking part in that. One 8th grader, Abby, again on bass clarinet, and then some 7th graders, Olivia on flute, Josiah percussion, Rosine trombone, Caitlin clarinet, Karina on trumpet, and Lily on trumpet. And then also that same day is the University of Minnesota Jazz Festival, which we are taking the 7th and 8th grade jazz bands to this year. We'll meet at Middle School West at 8 a.m. 8th grade jazz band will perform at 10. 7th grade jazz band at 11, both at Ted Mann Concert Hall on the campus of the University of Minnesota. And then we'll have lunch on campus and then watch East and Pioneer Ridge play, and then come on back to the Sky Zone in Edina and have some fun just hanging out there for about an hour and a half, and then coming back to West at about 4:45 p.m. Permission slips for that are coming out this week. And then as I also look into a couple more events in March, the rhythm section recording session at the Garage is on Monday, March 4th. And the Wind Ensemble tour to Mall of America is on Friday, March 8th. And you should be seeing permission slips for the rhythm section and Wind Ensemble trips also coming out in the next week or two. After school schedule this week, we have Country Band Monday, Jazz 6 on Tuesday, Rhythm Section before school Thursday, Jazz 7-8 Thursday, Garage Band on Friday. We should have DJs in the cafeteria again this week, hoping to get Jeannie and Reagan going, as well as some of our other DJs that have been DJing all this year. Looking ahead to 2 other events, we have our first ever mattress sale fundraiser, and we'll have a parent meeting on Monday, February 25th from 6:30 to 7 in the CMSW Band Room that you're all invited to come to and hear about our mattress sale, which will be taking place on St. Patty's Day, Sunday, March 17th in the CMS West Large Gym. And this is going to be a fundraiser for our department. and also helping out our garage band kids who are going to Chicago in May. So if you need a mattress or want to help sell mattresses, and just come to the meeting on Monday, February 25th. They're actually going to pay you to come to the meeting. And yeah, you can find out a little bit more about it. It's actually a really simple fundraiser, no door to door. It's just sending out some emails, posting on social media. Anyone who wants to buy a mattress, you can show up on March 17th at Middle School West and come buy a mattress, and then they'll deliver it right to your house a few days later. So, and we're also going to do a Culver's night this year, which will be on Tuesday, March 19th from 5 to 8 p.m. at Chaska Culver's. And again, that's helping our department as well as kids going to Chicago. And you can, if you want to, you can sign up for a shift that night to help out. Or you can just simply show up and help support our program. So there you go. So that is it for, I have to acknowledge 3 students real quick who performed in the Eau Claire Honor Band, UW Eau Claire Middle School Honor Band Festival on Friday, February 1st. Tegan on trombone, Kyle on percussion, and Lucas on trumpet. Congratulations to all 3 of you. And they performed yesterday, and we're very proud of them for representing and doing great things on their instruments. So very cool. And just some social media things. You can follow me on Twitter at CMSW Band or at Songer Studio or at Eric Songer. You can get text reminds by sending the message at symbol 18band6 or at 18band7 or at 18band8 to the number 81010. You are on my website or my YouTube channel, for Mr. Songer's channel, which has a lot of great stuff, including that rocket concert footage from last night. And also the school website and Google Classroom has a lot of great information. And one last thing, it's my birthday on Monday. So, just a couple shopping days left, just so you know. So anyway, thanks so much for joining me. I'll be back again next week. Have a great week, everybody. Hopefully a warmer week, and we'll be talking to you again soon.